to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's Jackson to throw. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Well, they told us that he was just going to be a bear to defend, and usually tight ends are, Charles, but he's no exception to that rule. His second catch of the opening possession, and it gets him a 1st down.
Yeah, and they certainly saw something on his earlier reception. He went back and reported what he found. And one of the things about him, he's like a wide receiver to me, Brandon. He has a great sense of space and understanding where defenders are.
Yeah, we talk all the time, Charles, and it kind of gets cliche about the hands that he has, but really it's the truth. They're for a tight end, some of the best hands in the game.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They go play action now. Jackson.
That is caught. Rashad Bateman.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Rashad Bateman,
29 yards.
And the Ravens get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they'd put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they liked, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line.
Here we go, son. Go.
Now Fields. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
Fields now to throw.
It's brought in by Harris. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 51 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
From the gun, here's Fields.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
Here we go. Good. Easy.
Fields going to change things up here. And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Najee Harris,
a 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Steelers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. But finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A short throw caught by Andrews.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
So the completion gets him just a yard, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Escaping the pressure right.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
7-7, our score after 1.
Let's go. Come on.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
In motion left, Bateman. A quick throw there is incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Let's go. Yeah.
Throwing is Jackson.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Here we go. Hey, Ken. Tonight.
Here's Fields.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
To throw is Fields. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Four minutes to play here in quarter number 2. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here we go. Hey, Ken. Alpha. Hey, Ken. Go.
Operating from the gun, Fields. Buying time, and eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away.
Back deep is Steven Sims.
Taking it about the 16.
And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting 1st downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
From the gun, it's Jackson. In trouble, and he's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They'll look to throw.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
Then he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now it's Fields. He's got his tight end Fryermuth over the middle.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. All knotted up at 7.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the 1st half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
Here we go.
Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. Back to throw, Fields. Here's Fryermuth again.
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up first and goal.
Now Fields going to move him around. Harris. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point now by Boswell. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Here's Steven Sims to return it. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Oh, for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. That's such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
They hand this off to Harris.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Najee Harris
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Steelers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Boswell good with the extra point. And it's now 21-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Well, this hasn't been their cleanest first half of football. Last thing they wanted to do was give it up to the opposition, but able to keep it as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, tough first half, no doubt about it, but if they turn it over there, now things turn a little, how would you say it, dire, and they didn't need that hassle at all. So being able to take care of the football is paramount. Fortunate bounce for them there in order to retain it.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson sliding out of the pocket.
An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
In motion, Aguilar.
From the gun, Jackson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. Here's Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Punch right. Don't jump. Ready? Chip swear. Yes. Hey, can. Go.
Fields.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
A shotgun snap, Fields. That is caught. He'll have the 1st down and more than that.
And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. So time for the 2nd half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter.
And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the 2nd half, Charles, remember in that 1st half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that 1st half.
Here we go, son. Right.
1st down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. In the 1st half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, That would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Fields changing the play.
Why not?
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
A give to Harris. And down to the 36-yard line here. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. They'll run with Harris. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Madden. Here we go.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
A short one there to Freiermuth.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Here we go. Hey, Cam. Easy.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Well, lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Hey, Karen. Here we go, side.
This is caught. Touchdown.
Darnell Washington
from 6 yards away.
And the Steelers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Jackson now off the bootleg. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And that one never got off the ground. He's going to be stopped up well behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. In motion, the tight end. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
The coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Now it's Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
The give here to Mitchell. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Play action. It's Jackson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Alex Highsmith in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
Hey! Oh, we changed it. Raise it up! Raise it up! Oh.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Steelers are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, I guess an interception at this point on fourth down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. Throwing to start the drive. Fields. Forced out to his left. And I think the ball's out. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
You and I have been around teams, and they all have goals for games, don't they? And every team we've ever talked to says what?
No turnover.
Don't turn the ball over. 0. And they were that close to getting it done. Won't cost them today, but they'll hate that when they're watching the game tape.
In motion goes the tight end. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. In motion, Aguilar. Now Jackson. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Steelers are going to get the football here at their own 23. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Here we go. Hey, 5:51. 11. Right.
Now Fields. It's Najee Harris now on back-to-back plays with a catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time and a Pittsburgh first. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Here we go, son.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
West right. West right, sit.
And the play clock running down, so Mike Tomlin burns a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Here we go, son. Extend. Hey, can. Easy. Set.
Fields now to throw. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Monday. Tonight.
Throwing again is Fields. Throwing for the out route, he finds Wilson.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that will bring up second down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Hey, 551, 551. Hey, Ken. All right.
Throwing again on second down.
Fields. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided.
Here we go. Angel. Let's go, Alpha right here. Delta. No mas. Go.
Again, Fields.
To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball down. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well, cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field, but sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given, and it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
To throw is Jackson. Being chased out left. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Go. No, we change it. Go ahead.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, not a big gain with that play, but what they're doing is they're spreading the defense out, probing a little bit, and what they're hoping probably is that later in the game, they can create a matchup that they can exploit for big yardage later.
He'll buy some time right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Dancing to his left.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as he'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game.
That's a nice job there knowing what his options are. He's out of the pocket to his left. And I thought maybe he'd think about running with this one, but he uses his vision instead. Finds his man on the left sideline, and they convert on 3rd down.
They go play action now. Jackson, they'll roll him out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long.
Yo.
Jackson now. And this complete to Mitchell. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Now it's Jackson. Flush to his right.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Steelers are close to finishing off this football game. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, CD, this is the ideal situation in the 4th quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful. They've been dangerous. You're exactly right. They can end this one on their own terms.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
11. Press. Watch right. Here we go. All right.
Here's Fields.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Here we go. It's all right.
To throw is Fields.
Catch made right side by Wilson. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Here's Fields.
He'll let it fly for Austin.
That is incomplete.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Don't jump. Ready? Hey, can. Right.
Fields. Open man, that's the tight end fire move.
The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
Hey, Can. Here we go, son. Punch right. Extend. Go.
Fields throwing again.
And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
Can. Angel. Delta. Hey, can. Mayday. Hey, can. Is it hot?
They snap it to Fields. Here's one deep for Pickens.
And that will be incomplete. Looked like it might have been intercepted, but he's out of bounds. And a good thing, too, probably. That would have cost him yardage. And now they'll get the ball back on the turnover on downs. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for